I was such a shy kid. My mom was constantly shielding me in social situations. I actually remember still physically standing behind her when I was 14, and she says, "You'll have to excuse her, she's very shy." Right after high school, I remember my dad, in total dad fashion, pushing me to make decisions about what I wanted to do with my life. I had this interesting fear-based set of social skills, and it really diffused my ability to dream and create goals. I was stuck. So I'm working part-time, taking some undergrad courses at the community college in Spokane, and I get a call from the assistant manager at one of the local radio stations, and he says, "We're looking for an intern," and I thought of you. And that might have been the first time that, even though my initial internal response was fear, I was so interested in and intrigued by that opportunity that I went for it. I start to really grow in this radio career. It taught me things about myself. It gave me a vision for what I was capable of doing. I never had that. In January 2003, it's time to shift gears. I wanted to be more available for my kids, so I started a web design and creative media business, and it really took off. So here I was, this once shy kid. I'm busting through the old voices that said, "What if I fail?" And I found strength in the voice that said, "But what if I don't?" I've got a busy life, a growing business, and inevitably, as you know, when you're in high gear, you're running so hard after life, all its opportunities, something always suffers. And for me, that was my physical health. I didn't practice healthy eating habits. And once I took that moment of self-evaluation, I realized that I wasn't really happy with where I was physically. I just settled into this comfortable little rut. But I woke up one day and I realized that if I really truly wanted to make a change, that I was gonna need structure and I was gonna need support. I found so much confidence in losing the extra weight and finally getting healthy. It renewed my spirit. I had this new perspective about what was actually possible in life when we change how we think. Being a certified health coach, it gives me this amazing perspective through conversations that I have with a lot of different people. They trust me with all kinds of things, and talking about our shortcomings and failures, it's hard. You feel so vulnerable and exposed. Now, years down this path of my own healthy journey, and I'm striving for my personal best, I've done a lot of reflecting. My best time for reflection and reset happens when I'm in the gym. I love how focusing that physical energy, it can take this mess of thoughts and stress and emotional fatigue, and it funnels all of that into a point of focus. I think about my work as a health coach. I think about the hundreds of conversations that I've had over the years. Then there's this one specific day that I'm always going to remember. I was talking with two different clients. So they're both at various points in their health journey, both reaching out for help, neither of them confident in their ability to change, but each of them completely separate from the other. They said something to me that I'll never forget. They leaned in and they said, "Donna, do you know what I'm afraid of? Why are some people successful in the process and others continue to struggle?" It was fear. That's when I Quit Fear was born. My heart was seriously almost exploding because I wanted to get this message out to people. What I had been watching unfold for years with this somewhat limited perspective of our inability to make physical change, it just got way deeper and even more raw. Get this, when I choose to fear, I'm actually choosing an easier road because it's comfortable. I Quit Fear is about your personal struggle. It's an active statement. It's what you're moving toward. It means that in every next step, you're aware of that easier road of fear, but then you challenge it to become different. When we make fear-based decisions in one area of life, you can know that it floods into every other area: relationships, work, school, finances, and your faith.
I Quit Fear is for the woman who is struggling at work. I Quit Fear is for the parent at home who's so scared they're not raising their kids right. I Quit Fear is for the kid who's not fitting in at school and he's being bullied. I Quit Fear is for the bully. I Quit Fear is for the guy whose life is wrecked by one bad choice after the other, and he knows it, and he's lost hope. I Quit Fear is for the person in life who thinks it's too late to make a change. I Quit Fear is for the failed relationship, the anxiety, the depression, the fear that you'll never be deeply loved. I Quit Fear is to lace up those shoes and run that marathon. To pick up that guitar, write that song, and sing it. To dig deeper than you ever have, knowing exactly why you have this gift of life. The challenge is to get out of that comfortable rut of fear so that you can do what you were put here to do. I Quit Fear.